Time now for our tech chat on a Tuesday. With me on the line is Professor Kevin Curran. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Anna.
A very serious issue we're speaking about first off today. Victims, it's not a news story, but more and more people, it would seem, are speaking out about fraud on Instagram, Facebook and WhatsApp.
Yeah, online fraud is now the most common crime in the UK, again, costing 7 billion a year. And 8 out of 10 scams come from Facebook or the meta platforms like Instagram as well. And it's really annoying because most of the ads on Instagram and Facebook, and you really can't trust them.
Yeah, and I suppose people would say, you know, a cynic would say you should know when something looks too good to be true that it is a scam. But I suppose one of the most upsetting experiences shared of those who are speaking out is the victims of the WhatsApp Hi Mum impersonation scam. For anyone who's not familiar with that, just explain how people have been caught.
Yeah, people get messages and it claims to be their child and that they, need help as such on WhatsApp again. So again, that WhatsApp are bringing in a new feature actually, which allows you again to block calls from people who weren't on your phone again. Because generally, WhatsApp, you have to know someone's number to call them again. But there is ways that the scammers they generally dial every number till they get you again. So that might protect some people again. But really, if someone contacts you, really, what you do is hang up and you phone them back and see is really your child or your partner.
So are they coming through on a number that's not familiar to you and saying, I'm on someone else's phone, can you help me out if I need £2,000, it's an emergency?
Yeah, it can be, but also they can get someone's phone call as well. In other words, that sometimes a call, whenever you're transferring your WhatsApp to a new phone, you get a code. Some people send the code to the person, then they take control of the WhatsApp, of your WhatsApp profile again, they send it to you again. So you can't even trust again the number coming through, really. You just got to always phone the person back.
Yeah, phone them back and double check. This story caught my eye. A man locked out of his smart home for a week after a delivery driver accused him of being racist. What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, there was this Microsoft engineer and he uses Amazon Echo to control his house again. But so a delivery driver came and the delivery driver said that he said racist words. Again, so Amazon blocked him for a week and he couldn't get into the house or, but you had to go into the other ways, but he couldn't control his home devices. And rightly so, he was very annoyed at this, and of course he was cleared off any racist comments as well. But of course he swore not to, to take away his Amazon devices as well, really.
Yeah.
That's the problem with technology. If it fails, when you're using smart locks or everything else, you really are taking a chance.
When you're out, you're out. Speaking of someone being out, LinkedIn has banned the so-called Wonder Kid SpaceX engineer, only 14 years old, who was hired by Elon Musk.
Yeah, Curran he became the youngest ever graduate of Santa Clara University again. So he's only 14 and he's being hired by SpaceX again. He had a LinkedIn profile, and once it got out that he was only 14, LinkedIn removed him, and he was very annoyed because LinkedIn, you have to be 16 and above.
Ah,
like he's saying.
Right.
Exactly. Like a lot of the social media platforms, you have to be, a certain age again. But the fact is he's working for one of the most advanced engineering companies in the world, and he's really annoyed that he can't be on LinkedIn, which is a professional networking.
Do you think his boss might phone up LinkedIn and have a word?
Well, I think they're he's an outlier. I think they're going to stick to their policy, really.
Yeah, a LinkedIn spokesperson told The Independent that we appreciate his enthusiasm to join LinkedIn and applaud his incredible success. However, we do have an age limit in place of 16 years of age, and that extends to all members, so they're not budging on it.
No, they're not, no.
But local media did describe this guy as a genius and a wonder kid for his academic achievements, with IQ tests suggesting he's in the 99.9th percentile of the general population.
Yeah, there's not many of us.
Good to speak to you this afternoon. Thank you for that. That's Professor Kevin Curran from Ulster University. It is 1:00, time for the news.